LGBT that gets pushed in blue states, it's insane. But I'm not going to let the Republicans and conservatives get away with this, because they also are doing that too. Because one is, if the LGBT join the Republicans or become conservative, then it's all right. So this one got like almost 3,000 dislikes apparently. Whatever. This is called "The Devil is a Democrat" by Tom MacDonald. We're gonna have fun with this one. We are. Let's go.
The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camo, it's a culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms and white guys that hate black dudes. They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California.
Did you see the bill that was being passed in California about pedophilia? And where's the church in any of this?
Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different. They get celebrities to do they talking. They get mansions while they cram us all into apartments. Tell us it's cool to stay in school and then make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage.
It's mind-blowing how many people go to college and how much money they spend to become smart. And then they can't even debate and talk civilly about any topic. It just ends up being name-calling and screaming and yelling. Like, you pay money to know things and you come out not knowing anything. So I would agree with Tom MacDonald when it says you go to college and you're a ree-wee.
Do they talking? They get mansions while they cram us all into apartments. Tell us it's cool to stay in school and then make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target. They want their voice through an amplifier. Violence and our flag on fire. No voter ID required. They want war, they don't want peace. They want defund the police. They want you surrounded by screens. The devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. That's a fact, that's the truth. Look how bad that it gets when it's blue. The devil is a Democrat. That's a rap, it ain't news. And the way they treat America is proof.
I mean, he's not lying. Can we, like, be reasonable here? If you look at every blue state, every sanctuary city is Democrat, and the chaos that happens there, the laws that get pushed there, LGBT that gets pushed in blue states, it's insane. But I'm not going to let the Republicans and conservatives get away with this, because they also are doing that too. Because one is, if the LGBT join the Republicans or become conservative, then it's all right. Okay? And sin is sin. I'm just going to call it right there. Sin is sin. Okay? If the conservative movement is going to be Bible-based, Bible-believing, then we cannot allow sin to be promoted. But they're not going to do that because obviously we want to gain political ground. We want to persuade the younger generation into voting the way they want to vote. So they're obviously not going to be Bible-based conservatives, or it's not going to be a Bible-based conservative party, I should say. So, and I'm not saying that we should bar up anybody who practices sin. Obviously, I don't agree with, throwing people in jail just because they practice certain sin. Obviously, California made way for pedos to do more, which is absolutely disgusting. And if you even are for that bill, I don't.
I swear the devil lives in California, $100 bills. He knows everyone in Hollywood and parties in the hills. Give you everything you ever wanted, plus a couple mil for your soul and your vote. It's a deal. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that they love America, we know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat, and we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat.
Goobers can't reason.
That was all facts right there. I didn't hear anything that was wrong. That is facts. That is facts. One thing that I see when it comes to the Democrats and the Republicans is, and I see this on both sides, but I see it way more on the Democratic side, liberal side. But yeah, okay. So what I see is that when you go to protests and people holding up these religious signs, they claim to be Christians, followers of Jesus Christ, and religious folks. Okay, but when you kind of test their knowledge on this, they have no idea what they're even saying. They don't know what they're standing on. They don't know the Bible. They haven't even studied the scriptures. And when you try to teach them and tell them, hey, turn to this verse, they say that we're making it up. So and then this is the funny thing, is that many Democrats would then say we can't trust the Bible because it's been corrupted, and they're the very ones that are holding up the religious signs, which is I find hilarious. So it just shows the chaos. It's the chaos party. Let's just say that. It's the chaos party. They bring in whatever they can to make the party bigger. That's about it. Where more conservatives, they kind of just stay in this little small square, which they're opening up a little bit more, which is not good, because they're now allowing what we used to call bad and evil from the Democratic Party. We're allowing that stuff to kind of seep into the party of the Republican and the conservative. Yeah, I would just say that everything that was in this song here, The Devil is a Democrat by Tom MacDonald, spot on, right away, spot on.